Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy. Purdy throwing here to start.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. First and 10 from the 41. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. But a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Goff back to throw. On the move, headed right. Ooh, it put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Here we go with Montgomery. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go for it, Goff. And they bring him down around the 34. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. They'll go right side with Gibbs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Hopefully. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Gibbs with a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he takes it down to the 2. No touchdown. He's out of bounds. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Now try Gibbs again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now again, it's McCaffrey headed right. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun is Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He'll cobble together a yard there. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going to run again with McCaffrey. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This from 48 on the left hash. Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing again, it's gone. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Looking to throw. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan
We'll get started up
Coachman.
at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these 2 teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. The Eagles were able to rest a few of their starters, and as a result, they fall for just the 2nd time all year and finish the regular season at 15-2. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. That's Divisional. And the 49ers will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is...
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Be a little armchair quarterback after that call. I think the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Khalif Raymond to return it. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. He lofts it deep left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Fred Warner. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this third down. From the gun, Goff. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw it. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. First down throw from Goff. He brings it in. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. And he pulled it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. The point after left on the table. Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The 49ers are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. First down throw by Purdy. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Going the other way, Lions have it! And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown! The Lions capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running back sent in motion. Pretty throwing here on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Play action now with Purdy. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They bring a tight end in motion right. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Got Juszczyk, and it's complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's on the move. He can run it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's 49ers football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's brought in by Jennings. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he drives this forward to the 6.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Flush down out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Raymond on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. Goff. He's loaded another one up. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 20 on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Purdy on 1st down. Forced out to his right. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Offense in the hurry up here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. try and get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here he is to throw. And it falls incomplete. They're set up at the 35 now. He'll look to throw it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. He's Marley won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They kick the running back in motion. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's trying another one deep. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long. Here he is to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers get the football back with great field position there at the 36. On first down, they'll run. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. Handoff now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.